What is up, you guys? My name is Madison. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I'm sorry if the lighting is bad or if I look like garbage. I didn't put makeup on for this. I don't care. It's 8:30 at night. But I am back to kind of filming regularly, I guess. I'm gonna try my best. I can't make any promises. I make promises and then I don't keep up to them. But I am going to try just a little bit harder, especially since now like I have a little bit more free time. But today I'm going to be doing my November TBR, but I did end up finishing a book in the month of October, and that is I Am Princess X by Sherry Priest. This is about a girl who, or I guess two girls, who wrote a web comic, not really a web comic, but like just a regular comic book, and they didn't really share with anybody, and then one day one of the girls passes away and the other girl is pretty much left to her own devices, and then her parents end up getting divorced and she moves away, and when she comes back 3 years later she starts to notice things that only the other girl would have known about, and so she starts to wonder whether she's actually dead, and so her and a couple of other people try to figure out who and what is behind the web series that she and her friend knew about. That is the only book I read in the month of October, and even then, as you guys know, it took me a really long time to finish that. I have a book that I've been reading for like 2 months now that I haven't finished, but I should be able to finish it tonight along with one other of these books, maybe two. Not gonna go like super in depth about it. I'm gonna say the name of the book, the author, and the page count, just because it is so late and I need to get this up pretty soon. So I have my list here because I write it all down and I check it off as I read. So I'm gonna start with my currently reading, and I'm gonna go into my library books and then into the books that I own. So let's get started. So the first book that I own that I'm currently reading is Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. There are 342 pages and I'm on page 32. I picked this up a while ago and then I had to like put it down because I had so much to do. But with the little I read, I think it's really good, and I was not expecting the book to start like that. I was not, and that's one way to start a book. Like I said, I'm literally on page 32 and I love this book more than anything. The other book that I'm currently in the middle of that I own is The Scorched Trials by James Dashner. This is the second book in the Maze Runner series. I am on page 99 of 360. These next few books that I'm in the middle of are library books, so that's why they're the last ones I'm talking about in the currently reading section. This one is One Piece Volume 10. There are 187 pages and I'm on page 129. There's like nothing left, and because it's a manga, I should be able to fly through this in the next like maybe 30 minutes. And the last book I'm currently in the middle of, you're probably tired of hearing me say this, but I did get the audiobook to help me get through it a little bit faster, is The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. There are 404 pages and I am on page 289, so I'm just a little bit over halfway now. And I'm really enjoying it, but it goes really slow. And the time gaps can get a little confusing, so the audiobook probably isn't the best way to go with this if you don't focus very easily. So those are all the books I'm currently reading, and now I'm gonna go on to my library books. The first book I have is The Boyfriend Project by Farah Rashan. Is that how you say that? I don't know, I'm sorry. But there are 342 pages in this, and this used to be like super hyped for maybe like a week and a half, and then I heard nobody talking about it, but I saw this in my library and I was like, that's one of the books I wanted to read. Plus I just really liked the concept of it. I'm pretty sure this is about like a dating app. The next book I have is City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab, or V.E. Schwab, and there are 285 pages to this. I've never read a Victoria Schwab book, and I saw this one kind of just sitting there and I was like, I have to read it. Plus there's a cat and I like cats. The next book I have is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman, and this has 307 pages. The next book I have is Granted by John David Anderson, and this book has 323 pages. The next book I have is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This book has 415 pages. I'm probably gonna get the audiobook to this, and I'm gonna try and read it this month for the Christie Book Club. The next book I have is The Two Lives of Lydia Bird by Josie Silver. This book has 365 pages. Books and Lala read this, and I have very similar taste to her. It's pretty scary. Anyway, she didn't like this, and so when I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna try it. I'm going into this completely blind because I don't remember what Kayla said about it. So let's see what I got. And the last book in the library section is Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. I believe this was the first book in either a duology or a trilogy. Why did I say it like that? This book has 384 pages. The last section of books is books that I own. This one, I mean, there's a pretty like even amount between library books and owned books. Obviously I don't plan on reading all of these books, but if I can, that's pretty cool. I think I have 2 breaks this month for school, plus like all of the off days for like coronavirus safety. I don't know. Also, a lot of these are like really quick reads, so I could probably read it in like a day or 2. So the first book I'm talking about is Half-Blood Prince by Daniel Radcliffe. There are 652 pages. This is everybody's favorite book in the series, and I think the only reason I don't like this book is because it's about Snape. Anyway, the next book I have is Always and Forever Lara Jean. This is the 3rd book in the Teleport the Level 4 trilogy. This is by Jenny Han, and there are 325 pages. The next book I have is Messenger by Lois Lowry. This is the 3rd companion book to The Giver. I love The Giver, if you didn't know. And there are 187 pages. The next book I have is The Wicked City by Beatrice Williams. There are 364 pages. Next, I will be reading Up to This Point by Jennifer Longo for like the 4,000th time. And this has 355 pages. And the last book I will be talking about is The Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Jester, and there are 256 pages in this book. If you heard my brothers talking throughout this video or laughing or whatever, I'm so sorry, but that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. All my social medias will also be down below, including my Depop. Please buy my clothes if you are my size, or you know somebody that is my size and likes my style. It would mean the world to me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time, wherever that may be. Bye!